was the kick and I was the snare. But the p wasn't nothing without the t right there. You see, the p and the t make the song complete. Now, you may prefer it a cappella, but honey, for me, no, I prefer the beat. You see, our song started out as just this simple melody, just a... so sweet. But what is a song without the beat? You see, he was the p, but I was the t that he needs. Now, our intro started and it began to build up. Now, when the beat dropped, oh, honey, we knew we found love. Now, our first argument was like the lead-in. You know, right before the verse when the honeymoon ends. Oh, you know it's about to get real because you done met each other's family and friends. So now the real story begins, and it was a whole lot faster. For a minute, y'all. I mean, there's no turning back. Heck, if I done played it for 45 seconds, I might as well play the whole track. So we in it for the long haul, y'all. But the truth is, he's starting to get on my nerves. We going back and forth like an R. Kelly verse. He's like, I'm like, he's like, I'm like, so I go in the other room, right? Because see, like all men, he knows that it's his fault. So he come in there trying to smooth things over. Yo, babe. Can we talk? But I forgive him, right? Because this always happens. We forgive and forget when that smile gets to cracking. So we back in love at least for a second. That is until my phone rings and it's Rick. Now, I know what you're thinking, but see, Rick is this guy that I work with. But he's like, who the heck is Rick? Here comes the bridge to the song. Now, you see, everything was going well till he had to turn into King Kong. You know when you at the red light and you're trying to keep your head straight, but you can't help but notice these fools in the hoopty Cadillac making your windows vibrate? That was him, straight crazy. Boom, 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 boom. Who the heck is Rick, huh? Boom, 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 boom. Who the heck is Rick, huh? Are you done? Because I got to get back to work. So now the script has flipped, and it's my turn to make sure his feelings don't get hurt. Y'all, I don't know what it is, but that's my baby. You know that song on the radio that make you go crazy? So we back in love for the rest of the track, which will probably be forever, because me and this fool keep rewinding it back. If I had 3 minutes to impact your life, and I spent the first minute beatboxing just to get your attention, is it worth the chance that you'd listen? Is it worth the nights I spend translating thought through pen? Why do poetry at all? Why write? Why perform? Why practice if I have to beatbox just to get your attention? And then it dawned on me. You know, God is a poet, and the Bible is his book of poetry, and all he wants is for us to know it. What if church was an open mic? Would you buy tickets if you knew that it would save your life? Would you sign up to release thoughts through prayer amongst an audience of angels on a stage that he prepared? You see, God is a poet. Dum da hoo da, dum da hoo da, dum da hoo da, dum da hoo da, If I had 3 minutes to impact your life, and I spent the first minute beatboxing just to get your attention, the second minute mentioning something as controversial as religion, is it worth the chance that you'd listen? And then it dawned on me. You know, God is the feature artist, and his signature poem shows you how true love is given. And in it, he provides the blueprint to get off the road of pain and suffering and on the road to redemption. The question is, will you listen? He died for us with pure intentions, and yet I very rarely even give him an honorable mention. So yes, I'll beatbox, with the hope that some of these words sink in. And I'll do whatever it takes to ensure that your journey begins. So I will beatbox again and again and again, from the streets to the pulpit to the stage, if it means that you'll get saved. Did you know that God is the most powerful artist? But what if you did not know he existed? What if he had a show and you didn't know, so you didn't buy a ticket? And what if all the attendees became millionaires? Would you be sorry that you weren't there? You see, God is a poet. Dum da hoo da, dum da hoo da, dum da hoo da, dum da hoo da. If I had 3 minutes to impact your life, and I spent the first minute beatboxing just to get your attention, the second minute mentioning something as controversial as religion, is it worth the chance that you'd listen? If by the time I got to 3 you were on bended knee, then there is a purpose to my poetry. And while I enjoy your applause and the tips you give to me, he deserves your praise and your offering. So run to him, cry out to him and say, Lord, I am here. And you don't have to beatbox just to get my attention. Dum da hoo da hoo da 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 hoo da 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 da. I am fashion, aka the puppeteer, turning fads into faux pas and faux pas into fads. Oh, honey, whenever I see fit, dictating your future. Oh, and I got you wrapped around my finger. You see, you buy today and I change the look tomorrow. And of course, like all my puppets, you merely follow. You get a job not for bills, but for me. As if compliments from peers is the food that you eat. Oh, honey, you need me. Or at least that's what you think. Living life longing, familiar gaze, a glance, a wink. You match the right shoe with the right pant, searching for compliments like an oasis amongst desert sands. Honey, I am fashion, aka the puppeteer, turning fads into faux pas and faux pas into fads. Oh, whenever I see fit, dictating your future. Ooh, and I got you wrapped around my finger. Who are you without me? Honey, brains has left the game. I judge only by what I see. So attach my strings to your hands and feet. Go on, dance around this stage, you beauty of the week. You see, as long as you look good, honey, forget what you do. The only legacy worth leaving is, oh, isn't she cute? Oh, this old thing, $200 jeans. Honey, I make sure you look clean because I'm fashion, aka the puppeteer. So if you got a job, honey, forget that bail. Did you not get the memo? Neiman's has a sale. And you'd better subscribe to Marie Claire. Forget those Bible-toting believers. Honey, everything you need is right there. You see, rule number 1, there is no window shopping. Who cares if you spent the rent? Honey, why are you stopping? You see, I write the rules and you merely obey. I mean, after all, you are a puppet, for goodness sake. And I, my dear, am fashion, the puppeteer, turning fads into faux pas and faux pas into fads. Oh, whenever I see fit, dictating your future. Oh, and I got you wrapped around my finger. So get up, get out, and go get it. Because if you've got it, honey, spend it.